you probably have to have some failures or losses first before they can even progress to better their positions. Is that like a norm that this is like a path that every trader who wants to really succeed must go through first, and then how much potential they need to lose,
I wouldn't consider myself to be a best trader, so that is not my title. I'll consider myself to be a better trader. I wouldn't say I'm the best. I wouldn't say I'm not that bad. But I always notice that in trading, I trade using technical analysis. So I do not base my technical signals. I do not base my trading entry based on fundamental. It is actually, I would say, my weakness. Mainly because I graduated electrical engineering. So I do not have any degree or diploma in economics or finance. So I chose technical directions. But the advantage of choosing technical analysis, it allows me to trade any time frame just by using technical analysis. It allows me to trade forex, futures, commodities. So instead of analyzing, example, soya bean, I don't have to worry about the tariff war between China and United States. I don't have to worry about the weather. I don't have to worry about the farmers producing how much yield in that farm for soya bean. So it cuts down that amount of work. So all I do is I just look at the chart to see whether it allows me to have a trading signals and to see whether is there opportunity to long or short soya bean, for example, or copper, or oil, or gold, or euro dollar, or Dow Jones. Now, however, if you read technical analysis books or watch YouTube or take any technical analysis classes, on a very first glance, it looks very easy. Mainly because if there's a signal to buy, you don't have to think about it, just buy. If there's a signal to short, just short. And if you look at it on a hindsight, if you look at historical chart, you will notice that, hey, this is where I can buy, this is where I can short, this is where I can buy, this is where I can short. It's like, it's so easy to make money. But when it comes to right now at this very moment, and the signal happens, guess what? Most traders, yeah, the signal tells me to buy. But should I really buy, man? But what if I buy, then it drops? So you will realize that technical signals is actually, I would say, there's a rule called the 80-20. Technicals is only 20%. 20%. Technicals is 20% is here, but the 80% is here.
Okay.
Emotions.
Okay, I see. Yes. Agree.
Emotions that even though the brain says it's time to buy, but emotion says, but every time I buy, I've been losing money. Should I really buy? When I buy, the price drops and I start losing money. See lah, should have bought. But then if I don't buy, the price went up. I should have listened.
Yeah.
So what differentiates a good trader versus a normal trader is they learn how to understand their emotions. So which is why a lot of traders are not able to overcome their feelings, are not able to overcome their emotions. So which is why I do spend a lot of time on myself, not only on the technical development, I also spend a lot of time in personal development.
I see.
So a very common personal development, like right now, that's very popular right now, is like taking Anthony Robbins classes, which we went last year. So it's actually very good.
Promoting for Anthony Robbins.
No, it's not. I'm not saying that you have to take Tony Robbins classes. I'm saying that there's a lot of personal development classes that highly encourage that as a trader is part and parcel of your trading training. Because not only you have to learn the technical side, but you also have to improve your personal development side. A very easy personal development that everyone can take is just simply go out and exercise.
Yeah, I like that.
It's a very easy.
Yes, correct. It really builds up your not just physical strength, but I would say very much of the inner strength.
Correct.
Yeah, sure. Okay.
And when you do exercise, it can be just going out to the park and have a walk. You can go down to have a go to the gym, or just buy a weight and once a while looking at the chart and just do some exercise.
Wow. Okay.
But the thing is, when you exercise, it also burns out the stress, the frustrating of while waiting for the signal. Right. It burns out the stress. It burns out your frustrations. That it makes the chart easier to read. It makes your emotions clearer, easier to decide on a trade. Rather than sitting down there 2-3 hours in front of a computer and all you need to do is, should I?
We'll go mad with that.
Yes.
Correct. It seems like trading is very much like a life journey as well. That there's ups and downs. And then when we really fail, we must know how to really pick up. So how has trading been like hone your like certain perspective or belief, or even like develop you to be a better person? Not too much of the financial monetary aspect, when we look at trading, but very much of the holistically, when that makes you continue to still stays in trading, in this journey of trading, even though that it can get really rather emotion. Yeah. And you could still have the probability to lose money. But what really makes you, continue this journey? So
usually a lot of people get involved in trading for several reasons. The main reason why people get involved in trading is because they can be a multi-millionaire tomorrow. Because they always see people posting profits. And all you say is, okay, that person posts about, they're making about $5,000 to $10,000 a day. I don't have to make $5,000 to $10,000 a day. All I need to do is what? Make $500 a day or $1,000 a day. That will be about $10,000 to $20,000 a month. That will be more than good enough for me. I don't need to make tens of thousands of dollars a day. But when they start this journey and then they realize that not I make 1,000 a day, but I lost 10,000 today.
Yeah. Yes.
And it gets very frustrating.
Yes.
And try doing this for 2 to 3 days. That's it. Wow. I'm done. But the thing is, in trading, it gets very frustrated. So you have to know that in trading, this is not a strike toto. That means you get a jackpot today. It's a journey. Which is why a journey on not only in trading, but it's also in development of your inner self. It gets very frustrating, especially when you decided to become a full-time trader, where you do not know whether at the end of the month you have a salary.
Yes, okay, correct.
Versus like right now, if everyone that goes to has a job, you know that no matter how easy the job is or how tough the job is, you know that at the end of the month you have a paycheck, and you have that fixed paycheck.
Yes, correct.
In trading, you never know that this month I have to pay out from the pocket myself.
Yeah.
But the good news is, it can be an entrepreneur, whereby the amount of time that you spend, the amount of time and effort that you spend, the income is you decide. Whether you have negative income, you have positive income, or you have a very positive income. That's a decision that a trader can make themselves by making the right decision most of the time. Not all the time, but most of the time.
Sure, I see.
So which is why in trading, you have to get through the stage where you have to think that if every day I can make tens of thousands of dollars a day, you will reach to a stage where you become very realistic and you start treating trading as a business and plan your trades and making consistently. It can be a few $100s a month, but as long as you get it consistently, How to get from $100 to $200 a month is just to do the same thing, double the size. How to get from 200 to 400 is doing the same thing that you do in $200, you double the size. How to get from 400 to 800, 800 to 1,000, 6,000, 6 to 3,002 is doing the same thing over and over again, double the size. So if you're able to make $5,000 a month from trading, how to do 10,000? Same boring thing that you've been doing, double the size. That's it. There's no secret in trying to increase your income in trading. So if you can consistently make $100 a month, you now can make $200 a month by doing the same thing, double the size. That's it.
I see. Okay.
But can you, from thinking, wow, if only I make 10,000, I double the size, 20,000, I double the size to 40,000. In theory, it sounds simple. Question is, can you handle the blood pressure? So which is why trading, you cannot immediately jump from making 100 to 200 a month to become 100,000 to 200,000 a month. Because the blood pressure that you can handle the pressure is very different.
Understand.
So which is why, example, a lot of people like to go to gym because after watching a very good movie, they like to have a very fit body. And they say that, wow, if only I can have a very fit body, I just need to lift a 50 kilo weights. Try doing it when you haven't go exercise. You can't lift that weights. But if you have been starting off with 5 kilo, 10 kilo, 15 kilo, 20 kilo, eventually you can reach 50 kilo. Because you have built up your muscle.
Yes.
Same thing in trading, you have to build up your muscle. But once you have built up the muscle, you don't have to look really good. But if you can at least have half of your paycheck from trading, you now can decide whether you want to have 2 income or you want to decide to go to a full-time trading. And once you have that decision, you first of all now have one additional benefit called I have a choice. Once you have a choice, you don't have to worry if I'm going to be retrenched tomorrow.
Sure.
Because now you have a choice. You have a choice of continue to go to work, have a part-time income, or deciding that maybe it's time I quit my job. And there's a sense of freedom when you realize that you now can control your future. And that's make trading that worth it.
Right, correct. Wow, that's really inspiring. I find it very inspiring. I don't know about you guys, but I think that's just really the positive makeup of really entrepreneur, right? Yes, it's not just about trading as per like how much in monetary sense you want to get out of this trading aspect.
Yes.
But you're looking at it whether like, okay, it's going to be like, what do you call it, like your career or your business, you're going to set up this like running even like a family kind. So look at from that perspective a little bit longer term, but in between, how do you practice to where you build up your muscles to get better and better, that richer, not just financially richer, but richer in your whole perspective, in your whole makeup of the inner strength or even the psychology or the emotional of it, to become, when you reach the other point, as you progress, every time it makes us better. It's like a really positive measured progression. Right? Then that becomes really like, really rewarding.
That's why you have to start out, if you're thinking about trading, you have to think of it as a business. So I always like to use analogy of setting up a chicken rice shop. If I'm thinking of setting up a chicken rice shop, I cannot have the feeling that today I feel like opening a shop. Or maybe I feel like I only do it, maybe today I'm free in the morning, I open the shop in the morning. Tomorrow, it's a good day to sleep in, I'll open it.
Subscribe to our YouTube channel and click the bell reminder so you won't miss any special monetization opportunities. Go follow now.